Before the video starts, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel and leave a like. I know it doesn't change anything for you, but for me, it's a symbol of pride and gives me the motivation to continue making videos and working for you. Enjoy the show! Among the most beloved and famous characters in One Piece is Trafalgar Law, thanks to his skills and his always calm yet very clever and intelligent nature. Moreover, he is also greatly loved for his physical appearance and his crew members, particularly Beepo. Trafalgar D. Water Law was born in Flevence, a hospitable and welcoming town in the Northern Sea. From a young age, driven in part by his parents' profession, he developed an interest in medicine and began to pursue the dream of becoming a doctor. For his parents and his sister, he was a boy with great abilities, always kind and selfless toward others. Later, due to a terrible disease, the inhabitants of Flevence began to suffer reprisals and discrimination. Neighboring countries took measures to prevent the disease from spreading to their territories and, as if that weren't enough, they started killing all the inhabitants who tried to seek refuge in their lands. In that tragic incident, Law lost his parents and sister, the only reason why Law decided not to flee but instead preferred to stay there to protect his sister, who later died. Incredibly, Law was the only one to survive among the inhabitants of Flevence, and given the circumstances, he began to adopt a careless and surly personality, going so far as to join one of the most dangerous and infamous crews, Doflamingo's crew. Law, aware that he didn't have many years of life left, used his surly and rude behavior to gain Doflamingo's trust, who, wanting to turn him into his right-hand man, treated him like a brother. The turning point of the story came thanks to Corazon, Doflamingo's brother, who began to take an interest in the boy and nurtured the desire to save him from the horrible situation he was in. After numerous hardships, and thanks to Corazon's secret role as a marine, he managed to find a devil fruit that healed Law from his illness and saved his life. However, this cost Corazon his life as he used the power of his devil fruit to help Law escape. After recruiting various companions with the intention of forming a pirate crew, Law made a name for himself in the Northern Sea, which led him to be considered part of the worst generation. During the Sabete saga, Law met Luffy and Kid, two other pirates belonging to the worst generation. Due to Luffy's rebellion against a celestial dragon, a large number of Marines intervened, and Law, along with his two rivals, began to fight the Marines, demonstrating great abilities. The meeting with Luffy and Kid is a very important event as it will have significant consequences in the future. During the Marineford saga, Law intervened unexpectedly, saving Luffy from the Admiral's attack following the war. He not only helped Luffy escape by taking refuge on Amazon Lily but also healed him, completely restoring him. From that point on, Law, by bringing the Marines 100 pirate hearts as a demonstration of strength, entered the Shichibukai, achieving his goal. During the Punk Hazard saga, Law made a deal with Caesar Clown to remain on the island without anyone knowing, all in order to obtain SAD, which is essential for the production of smiles. As the saga progressed, after facing various threats and dangers, he allied with Luffy and his crew with the objective of defeating Kaido, one of the four emperors. The main objective was to destroy the Smile Factory located in Dressrosa to weaken Kaido and automatically eliminate another troublesome element, Doflamingo. The Dressrosa saga was extremely important for Law, as not only did he destroy the Smile Factory as planned, but he also contributed to the elimination of Doflamingo from the world stage. Beyond the plan, Law was driven to defeat Doflamingo because of his past and to avenge Corazon, who died trying to save him. The next saga, that of Zou, was crucial for the fundamental information regarding Wano. In this saga, the alliance is formed that will later be tasked with defeating Kaido, the alliance between mink pirates and samurai. At this point, Law, along with the samurai and some of Luffy's crew, headed to Wano, awaiting the return of those missing who had landed on Whole Cake Island to save Sanji. The Wano saga is probably the most important saga not only for Law but also for the remaining members of the worst generation. All members of the alliance tried to gather as many allies as possible to later attack the island of the Oni. Throughout the saga, Luffy, after having been captured and thrown in a cell, met Kid, who joined the alliance with the goal of defeating Kaido. During the battle, Law, along with his allies, gave Kaido and Big Mom, who had arrived in Wano to defeat Luffy, a tough time. However, as the story progressed, Luffy faced Kaido alone while Law and Kid went to confront Big Mom. After an incredible battle, Law and Kid managed to defeat Big Mom, marking an incredible chapter in the world of piracy. After the battle, Law, along with Kid and the victorious Luffy, discovered that their bounties had increased equally to 3 billion each. After parting ways and putting an end to the alliance, Law was forced to face an even more powerful enemy than the previous one, Blackbeard. During the battle, Law demonstrated great skills but was unable to overpower the enemy due to his incredible strength. However, Law, now defeated, was saved by Beepo transformed into Sulome, avoiding the captain's death. Trafalgar's role throughout the story has always been handled cunningly, intelligently, and importantly. Oda has placed great importance on the character, and it seems that the time to stop observing his exploits has not yet come.